Let's dance. Let's dance to the drummer's beat. Let's dance.
Leave that to you.
That's the drummer's beat. Well, today it's all about the beat.
We got somebody coming to drum?
Why you? Yes, Greg. We have somebody. We have somebody coming to
Well,
drum.
You said the drummer's beating, you dancing, so I mean, what else I'm gonna deduce from that?
Well, you deduced correctly.
Okay.
But today we are going to have a Miss Rachel Israel, and she is going to teach us about drumming. She's going to tell us about a little bit of the history of drumming and how it can be used for wellness and just an overall better feeling.
Okay, so wellness, you got me with wellness, so now I'm ready. Bring it on.
All right, so let's get the beat.
On the Veronica Harris Show.
Cause the beat goes on.
You leave that to you.
The beat goes on. Wait, where'd you go? Gregory, it is all about the beat today. Cause the beat goes on. Yes.
I'm gonna learn something today. I'm excited.
Good. Well, today we have our guest, Rachel Israel. She is a drummer, and she specializes doing with African drums. And today she's going to teach us about drumming for wellness. All right. And she has done a lot here in the Washington, D.C. area in terms of empowering women through conducting workshops on nutrition, stress relief, empowerment. So, you know what? It's all about that beat, keeping it moving, get it moving. You don't have much to say. Okay, Rachel, thank you for coming. He's not always with us today. But, so tell us more about you and your drums.
Well, yes, my father, being a bass player, he had all sorts of music. His favorite music was go-go and jazz. So I actually am a native Washingtonian. My whole family is Washingtonian, Southeast, Fort DuPont Park area, so that's my stomping ground. So yeah, we grew up with music. Favorite artists: Ella Fitzgerald, Wes Montgomery, Duke Ellington, John Coltrane, and so those were some of my major influences, including my dad. And I always wanted to play music, actually, ever since I was little. Every time I heard a drum, I mean, it would give me so much relaxation. I would feel like I was anew, like it would waken up a spirit in me, it would refresh me. So I had to learn. I was like, I gotta learn. But the only thing is, my family was very, very Christian. So we were basically Christian everything. So I really didn't have time for music. So when I got of age and I was able to purchase all my own instruments, I actually purchased a drum set and taught myself how to play basic R&B, a R&B groove and a go-go groove. And so from there, I found out about this African Israelite movement in D.C. And they were very close-knit, family-oriented, and they introduced me to the drums. They had a lot of drums. We had a lot of ceremonies. They had me play because, I mean, I wasn't a drummer with technique at that point, but I was a drummer with rhythm, my own rhythms. Everybody has a beat inside of them.
Do you have to like listen to a lot of music as a child to get like the rhythm, the musically inclined?
Well, I would say yes to that question because in many parts of Africa, like Guinea specifically, one of the countries where djembe drumming comes from, people, children, listen to that from young age. Like at nighttime, people get outside, they drum. In D.C., go-go is the first music we hear in the womb. Like I heard the go-go beat in the womb, so now I naturally can play the go-go beat just like that. You know, I had to study and practice West African rhythms because that wasn't my culture, but it's very similar. So it wasn't that hard to pick up. So I feel like whatever your natural God-given talent is, you're drawn to that and you pick it up easily. So I feel like my God-given talent and my family history of music from my dad's side made me be able to pick up rhythm. Yeah.
Gregory, you know what, just so you don't feel bad or left out, there is a rhythm to everything. Even in basketball, there is the beautiful game, you know, there's a rhythm, there's a movement, there's a beat, you know, and if you're off beat, the play goes bad, right?
True.
See how we all tied in?
Oh, way to tie it in for me, Veronica.
Yeah, it's
Thanks.
definitely.
Okay, so
rhythm.
tell me a little bit more about, let's actually talk about the drums. Now, what kind of drum does Gregory have here in his hands?
Okay, so the drum Gregory has is called a djembe. The djembe was from the Mali Empire. Right now,
Ooh, I know about the
Mali, modern
Some
day.
history.
Yeah, this is some history. So the modern day Empire of Mali encompasses Senegal, Gambia, Niger, Mauritania, Guinea, and also, what's the last country? Mali. Okay, so those 6 countries were the Mali Empire. Now, I mean, it's not in existence anymore, but those are those countries.
They
So that's where
say
it comes from.
The world's richest man was actually the king. He was a king in the Mali Empire.
Ah.
What was his name? You know what? Let me not even say it because I don't want to get my facts wrong. But
Yes.
there's a lot. The Mali
Yes.
Empire was very influential.
Very, very influential, and that's where this drum comes from. And this actual drum comes from Mali.
What does it sound like?
This drum
Like
has
let's hit us with a quick beat so we can hear what it sounds like.
well, it has 3 main parts to it. Foundational, which is the bass. You have the tone. You have the slap.
Ooh, okay.
So one specific rhythm from Guinea, which is called kuku, it's a rhythm for celebration. It goes like this.
Okay. Nice.
That's kuku.
So, Gregory, could
Yes.
you? Now she just told you. Now she told you how to give you a quick instruction. Could you be able to like hit it one time?
You got the bass.
Bass.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You got the, I ain't know what it's called,
Tone.
but the tone,
There you go.
and then the smack.
Yeah.
See, you
Yes.
got it.
That's right.
Nice. So, talking about drumming for wellness. Okay, how can the drums help with a person's, trying to improve their wellness or trying to improve any aspect of their health?
That's a
wellness?
great question. Well, drumming is great for wellness because, first of all, drumming is a great anxiety reducer, stress reliever. I compare it to, how can I put this? Like my own experience when I felt sad and I've actually been drawn to play my drum, it feels like the heaviness on my heart goes away with each strike, with each rhythm. So that's what it is for me. But a lot of people play drums to relieve anxiety. They do it for energy hearing, clearing energy. Spiritually, this is a little deep, but not really. But spiritually, a lot of times if there's like negative energy, people drum to bring the energy up and get
Really?
rid of the bad vibes.
Really?
So yeah.
Okay, well, you have another drum over here.
Yes,
Can you
I
tell us a
do.
little bit about that?
So this specific drum here is called kinkani, which is spelled Kenkeni. So kinkani. This is a part of the Dundumba family.
The what family?
Dundumba. So Dundumba. Dundumba. Dundumba drum, there's 3 in the family. One is the kinkani, one is the junjun, the big
Yeah, I think
dundun,
I've
which
seen
is
that.
big, and then there's a songba, which is played along with the kinkani. So the songba and the kinkani are the melodic instruments in the bass family.
So
So
is
it's like
for
the rhythm
melody,
section.
The rhythm section.
Yeah.
And this would be more for the.
This is more for the solo and the
Okay.
accents. So you would play the kinkani like. Or you can play something as simple as this to go along with the rhythm section. So that's how you play that swing.
Okay, Gregory.
Yeah.
Once again, to prove that you are not, you have some musical inclinations. Let's
Great
see if you
idea.
can. Let's see if you can. Okay, let her. Do you have any questions about what she just did?
I'm gonna try to repeat what I just saw.
So you can do a rhythm like. And
You threw him off. He was like, but you did good, Gregory.
That wasn't bad.
You kept
that
up.
was awesome.
That was okay.
Well, I
Yeah.
had to show you guys the role of the djembe. You see how I started soloing, like doing accents?
Right.
That's what the djembe does. So that keeps the beat. And this one is the solo over top, or the voice, just like a singer. She sings
Nice.
with the band.
So did you ever, I know, the drumming, you have like the African drums, but did you ever growing up, or not growing up, but even now, have you ever played go-go? Was that something that you did?
Yes, I played go-go. Specifically in a band, no. But I have a whole set of conga drums, which I do play go-go sometimes. So yeah, I have played go-go, but not in a band. But a lot of West African rhythms that I play are very similar to the go-go rhythms, and those specific ones I'm very drawn to, and I can play very well.
I think that's why I know go-go is very regional, but I think that's why, just about anybody who hears it, especially in the African American culture, we're just immediately, we can be drawn to it, even though it's not something that, go-go is not something that is, nationwide or even worldwide. But when we hear it, we're drawn to it because we're drawn back to our, to our history, drawn to our roots. Like just that rhythm.
Because go-go is like, to me, go-go is DC's African music. That's our African rhythm. And just to go back, I actually do play go-go. I forgot to add this. I am a member of the Praise and Worship Ministry at the Lion of Judah Miracle Temple in Bowie, Maryland. And we play all types of praise music, but we do have go-go intermissions I've actually been playing the congas before at the church, and the spirit just comes over me. It's like adrenaline mixed with a whole nother energy that I know is divine, because I start playing and you can feel it all, the synergy, and everybody's heart is focused on one thing. So yeah, it's a beautiful music.
Yeah, it is a beautiful music, and it is very health related, because at our very core and our nature, even though our brain, we can't live without our brain, but our heart, it's a beat, it's a rhythm. And, whether your rhythm is slow or a little bit irregular, but it's still a beat. And the drums, like, I guess instinctively or intuitively, we know this and we're drawn to it. We're drawn to it.
Yes. And I just wanted to add, if it's okay, I wanted to add one more thing about the drums. Just a simple clapping or rhythm actually activates circuits to the brain to help us become more focused and to increase our creativity.
Really?
Yes.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because I know it was something about the rhythm, that the frequency did something to the body specifically. So you're saying, what does it activate again?
The clapping of hands rhythm activates neurons in the brain, which helps us with focus and creativity.
So if I wanted, cause I got a lot of kids, work with a lot of kids. So how would I wanted to increase their focus, I should play the drums when, where?
You play it, shouldn't they play it?
To increase their focus, you all can play a drum rhythm before you start your instruction. It can help them.
Now, could it just, them hearing it, would it create the focus, or they need to play it?
Them hearing it will create focus, but I would say actually touching the drum and striking it in a rhythm actually goes from your hands to your brain to really open those circuits up.
Okay. And I did have a question about, I used to go to the go-go shows and see those guys hitting those percussions. Does it at the while, does your hands get tender? Does it get sore at all?
Yeah, your hands do get tender after a while. That's why it's important to know your technique when you're playing so you don't injure your hands too much. Me personally, I've had a drum that had this is a ring around the drum. I had a drum that had a ring a little higher, and it actually messed my knuckle up right here. So you have to make sure your drum is comfortable, but generally, if you play correctly, you don't get any injuries. I mean, it might get red, or you might get a callus from playing really tough, but it's not a lot of injuries. As long as you soak your hand afterwards, like I'll soak mine in chamomile, which is an anti-inflammatory herb, but I'll soak it to get rid of any swelling. So
just like you ice, we gotta soak.
You gotta soak.
So there's a whole fitness thing, like, proper technique. If you don't have the proper technique, when you're training, you can get injury. So there it is.
And I do notice that it makes people gyrate. Why did it make you want to do
I
put
don't
all
know.
that? There's a lot of pelvic thrust when the drums start beating.
Well, I mean, me personally, if I go to a party, I can't really dance to recorded music. If it's live drums, I cannot sit down. It like wakes my body up. I will say that the vibrations from this drum work on your body and your nerves, so you can't sit down because it's a direct rhythm right in your ears. And it's also, it basically is affecting your body.
Yeah,
I mean,
so it
some people
goes
might
in.
just sit there like a rock, but they're gonna move something. They're not gonna just sit there
You gotta get the shoulder
because
pop.
this drum, the way it's struck, this is gonna wake your body up. It's no way to just sit down, especially when you hear it with 6 other drums. It's no sitting down with this.
So talking about like in the drumming circle. So what is the purpose of a drumming circle? Like I've seen it, I've heard it. I've seen them at protests and things of that nature. But like, what is it about a drumming circle that just, gets the people excited?
Wow. Well, first of all, djembe, the word djembe, which is spelled D-J-E-M-B, yeah, B-E, means to be together, to come together. So this drum is supposed to be played together. And drum circles are for unity. And drum circles are also, when you drumming, like if you had a drum, we were all drumming one rhythm, the energy that's being created from that sound and from our inner bodies is actually healing. It's actually, that's positive energy coming out of you when you're playing these drums. So it's affecting the whole circle.
Right.
So it's for unity, it's for that energy that we share with each other when we're drumming. And a lot of times when I do performances with my group, we always stay close together when we're drumming because it keeps the energy contained. Because if we spread apart and I'm over here and another drum's over there, I'm like by myself. I don't have no charge to charge me up, So that is why we do drum circles.
So drumming, if I'm, just hearing from what you're talking about, drumming is, it's not just about the music and what it does, but it's also about community, like that circle, being close and being together, sharing energy with each other. And it's very much like what we teach in sports a lot, when we talk about, the energy amongst the crowd, like not the crowd, but amongst the team, working together, she start to play a beat, you start to play a beat, just that whole collaboration, timing, all of that is just important.
So are you saying if I join a drum circle, I can extend my lifespan?
Absolutely, you can. Yes.
Where can I find one at?
Well, every Sunday, the group that I'm a part of, Nidambaya, we have a West African drumming instruction class from 1:45 to 3:15. That's just drumming instruction. When you have a drum and you learn different rhythms. The second one from 3:30 to 4:45 is the drumming and dancing class. It's basically dance instruction on specific rhythms, but we have a whole crew of drummers. So there's 2. You can come for free. You don't have to pay anything. You can come to the Nidambaya drum circle, which we drum for the dancers. And every Sunday at the Riverside Center, 5200 Foot Street.
Do you think that drumming, it helps relieve that anxiety and that stress? It would also be good for like anger management?
Oh my gosh, yes, anger management so much, because first of all, a lot of times when we're angry, it's energy contained in our body. Like I think they say fear is stored in the kidneys. So anger is it's the emotion that's connected with fear. So it's basically stored in your organs. So anything in your body that's uncomfortable, you got to get out. So definitely hitting the drum. You want to try? Okay, let's
see there.
Yeah, you feel good. I've had instances where I've had a bad day and I go to a drumming class or a drumming practice and it's gone afterwards. So it's just releasing that energy. Like even with self-help things, people say you meditate to release negative energy. You might want to shout. You might want to do exercise. It's the same thing. This is another method of releasing any type of pent up energy. Yeah.
And drumming can be pretty intense. Could be pretty physical in and of itself.
Definitely.
You know, you got that arm, you got to get that blood flowing, cardiovascular, you know, muscular endurance.
Stop it right now.
Okay.
Y'all gonna try to tell me that drummers a workout. Now I still don't see them sweating. I'm thinking that's because the heat in there. Now you're trying to say you getting a workout from drumming.
Well, yes, because
ladies, if you want to work out, go to the gym, pump some iron.
This is another way again of doing cardiovascular because
it's
again,
not cardio.
It is cardio.
In a way,
it's with oxygen. Yes, it is because you have again the movement of the arms, especially if you're moving them fast enough, and then with the whole breathing technique and stuff that you have to do. It is cardio. That's just like they say some of the best well-conditioned people are orchestra conductors because the movement of the arms and the stand. Yes,
you believe
get that blood flowing.
They told you that and you believed it.
You know, see why this is why I can't.
But you know what's funny? I asked about the drumming for a lifespan, to increase my lifespan. Mm-hmm. She asked about anger management. Oh. You got something you want to tell us? Are you struggling with anger issues, Veronica? See, rattlesnake. Me as a rattlesnake.
Nah, we good.
Okay.
We good.
Oh man.
No, it's just like, but even just being here with these drums, I mean, you know, it's just I just feel such much lighter. We have a lot of energy here. I feel the energy in the crowd.
Awesome.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about the end. Let's talk about momentum. Let's not talk about improving your cardiovascular health with drumming.
But not only that, but you figure, listen, Greg, keeping your hands, whatever position you have to, again, that's muscular contraction, muscular endurance. They may not be cardiovascular, but you are working on your muscular endurance.
All right.
I agree, yeah.
How do you condition for drumming?
There you go. Thank you.
Well, I work out every week, you know. I have experimented with doing push-ups to make my arms more
get that upper body strength good.
Yeah, get that good. And that helps. But I would definitely say, you know, cardio, everything to keep your heart healthy because when you play this, you use a lot of arm strength. So you have to stretch and your arms will get tense if you do not relax when you play the drums. So I would say it's a good workout. Of course, it's not the same as going to the gym, but it is a good workout because I do get a sweat when I'm playing this. So, yeah.
I don't know if they told you. I'm a performance enhancing specialist.
Wow.
I specialize in the push-up.
What?
So if you give me a drum lesson, I can definitely give you some push-up lessons.
Oh,
my push-ups are dying nasty.
You might, I don't know if I could keep up with you, my brother.
Oh, definitely can't keep up with me, but that ain't the goal. That's not the goal.
That's not the goal, okay.
The goal is, you know, just to improve that strength to make you a better drummer.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So
we can do that.
It always has to be about you.
Nah, it's about fitness. It's about getting in shape. I can't stand people that say they working out for this and not getting it done. Like, you got to get your results. So when it comes to those push-ups, like, I'm a stickler with it, and I can definitely, like, I really improve it. I ain't going to do the name drop thing. Okay. I'm working with a young individual, and when she goes to compete, she's known as the strongest on the team. And it's just because that I taught her to properly do a push-up.
Okay. Well, you know, like I said, what did you say? Technique.
The technique, yes,
is important because if you don't do it, so okay, you feel like you said
something. It was Vanessa, by the way. Vanessa, how to do a push-up, man. She be dominating out there.
Yes.
Nah, I'm joking. She don't be dominating. She's okay. Back to the program.
All right. Yeah, because
I'm sorry, I'm not to interrupt.
Go
Now,
ahead.
what is these made out of? Is this animal skin?
It is. That one you're touching is made from a goat skin. And this one here, I believe this is a cow skin because it's thicker. Yeah.
Have you ever busted a drum? Like,
me specifically, I have not busted it from playing the drum, but it has gotten busted from rain. So moisture can take the skin off.
Yeah, how do you take care of your, because you know all instruments need to take care of your instruments. How do you take care of these drums?
Well, this specific drum is tuned by the strings there.
Made out of a real tree too.
Yes, it's a real tree.
What did you think it was made out
I
of?
thought it was just regular wood.
Well, where does wood come from?
But this is like a tree. You can see the
Yes, all djembe drums are made from a tree.
What did you think it was?
You knew that?
I'm just trying to figure out what you thought.
I mean, wood, like not tree wood,
What?
processed wood.
Okay, process. Okay, fine. He said a real tree. So you said it's tuned by these strings right here?
Yeah, those strings that extra string that
That
he's
he's
actually
messing
holding
with?
on
Yeah.
to, that's the string that's used to tune it. So you go through each set of ropes and you pull it, and it makes the drum pitch get higher.
Oh wow! How long
Yeah.
does it very? I mean, it looks very intricate in trying to tune it to get it to the right sound. Is it pretty intricate?
It is intricate, and you have to have somebody who knows
Who really knows?
about tuning the drum. That drum was actually tuned by my drum partner, and he's a great drum maker. He actually put the skin on the drum, and he tuned it so he knew what he was doing, and he made it sound really good.
All right, and so this one is made out of.
Cow
This
skin.
one is made out of cow skin and a metal can. It's not really a metal can, but it's a metal drum, and you play it on either side.
Oh, you can play it on this side or the
Yes.
other side. Oh wow!
And this is mud cloth fabric on the actual drum.
Oh, I've heard about mud
Yeah.
cloth. Okay. And is this how you tune it as well with these strings?
Yes, you tune this with the strings as well.
Nice.
Yep.
But I think it must be really, not really difficult, but when, you know, with other string instruments like the guitar, the violin, it's like you tighten it, but this, you got to go through some
Steps.
you know, some steps to get it done.
Yes, you definitely do.
Okay. Well, Gregory, I heard you, you know, beating on a little bit. You do have some rhythm.
I guess. You got in? Let's see what you got.
Well, we don't have time to see what I got right now because it is hard to break. But we are going to have a demonstration from Miss Rahel Israel.
Cannot wait.
Cannot wait either. And now we come to the time that we've all been waiting for. We're going to. Why are you smiling like that? What's wrong with you?
Because the vibration is going to stimulate something that's going to make me focus.
But anyway, now we have Miss Rahel Israel giving us a demonstration on her drums. Give it up for the mighty, mighty Rahel.
Thank you. Today I'm going to play a rhythm for you called Ngri on this kinkini drum, which is a family of the Dunuba drums. That rhythm was Ngri. It's a rhythm that's on a 6/8 timing. 6/8 rhythms are very spiritual, so this is played for a lot of spiritual celebrations. The next rhythm I want to play for you is called Yankadi. Yankadi is a rhythm from West Africa as well that is played for women. It's a dance of courtship, if you will, where they pick a mate. There's two parts. Yankadi is the rhythm that is played during the courtship, and the other rhythm is played afterwards when they've picked a mate. So this is how it goes.
That was good though. All right, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Good job.
Say, that
Oh,
was
my
it. She
God.
wanted to do
Okay,
one. Thank
okay,
you so
you're
much.
welcome. Thank you.
And we're out. See y'all next time.
Next time.
Veronica Harris Show.